Alright guys, come out today. This little Finn's Lake stands for fishing in neighborhoods. But when fall rolls around, the water gets cooler. The state stocks trout in here. I think they put 1,500 in here in October, which this is November the 1st, so just a couple weeks ago. And they'll put some more in, I think, in January, and they'll put some more in February. But you're allowed 5. I think the statewide trout limit is 8, I think. But these Finn's Lake, you're allowed to catch 5. So I'm gonna put out just got a little ultralight rig here with a 2-pound test. I'm gonna put out a wax worm about 2 feet under a floater right off this bank. The wind's blowing in my face, and I've learned at this lake that the wind blows all the food up to the bank. So I always like fishing facing the wind, and it seems like those fish come to the bank. But we'll see. We got another rig here too that I'll probably put out deep, put some corn on maybe here in a minute. Well, that didn't take long. First cast. Fishy number 1. I'm gonna have to move the camera here a little bit. Not much size to them in here, but ooh, just a little stalker trout, but it tastes good. It'll be yummy. Well, I had a second one, and he got me in those little rocks and broke me off. Kind of the downside of the 2-pound test line, I guess. But I'm just going to grab this other rig here, put the floater on it. How's it going, bud? I caught one and lost one. Yep. Were you catfishing?
No, I'm just anything really.
Fishing?
Yeah. I'm going to try bobber and then just an inline spinning.
where they're at. Don't bother about anything you throw at them. I think you can find them. Huh? I normally fish whatever bank the wind's blowing to. That's usually where all the food is. But that's just my thought process. Alright, finally got another one, guys. I caught that one right away. And then right after that I had one break me off. And then just real little subtle bites. Had 2 or 3, I just couldn't get hooked. But I got this one. 3 more to go. I had number 3 up to the bank. He spit the hook. I'm trying to be careful with this really light line, not horse him. But he threw the hook right as he's coming out of the water. Fishy number 3. Number 4. So I'm gonna give my 2 cents on fishing a body of water like this for what it's worth. You can take it or leave it. But fishing for these trout here is no different than a pay lake stocked with farm-raised catfish. Nothing in this body of water is natural to these fish. They were raised in a man-made hole of water, and all they do is swim around in schools looking for food, waiting for somebody to throw a handful of food to them. So when they get released in a place like this, it's no different. You just got to find them, because the majority of the fish in this lake are probably all in one spot, because all they know is to swim around together in a big school and look for food. They're not trying to mate, they're not trying to nest, they're not looking for structure to hide in. They're just swimming around in circles looking for food. So when you find them, you can limit out. If you stop catching them, move one way or the other a few feet and see where they're at. So the two things that I kind of go by on a lake like this is fish the bank that the wind is blowing into, because that's going to move all the food to that side of the lake. And then locate them once you find them. But like I said, once you locate them, just you'll limit out right there in one spot. They almost guarantee it. So there's 4 fish. I've been here less than an hour, probably less than 45 minutes. So I've got 4. I lost 2 and got several other bites that just didn't hook up for whatever reason. But let's get this 5th one and get out of here. Calm down. He's a feisty one. There's the limit. Less than an hour, caught them all in the same spot. Now I could keep fishing for these guys legally and throwing them back, but these fish are pretty finicky, these little trout are, and I don't want to take the risk of killing them if you can't take them home and use them. So I want to retie my rigs back up here for the next time and give somebody else a chance to catch some. One of my favorite things about trout is that they're super easy to clean. I had these on ice. I had some other stuff to do before I got home, so they're going to be a little stiff, but basically I'm just going to start here at this pooper. Just work my way all the way up. Pretty much as far up as you can go. Now I normally don't do this, but some people like to come in right there under that bottom jaw and cut through that, and then you can just pull that and it should bring all the guts right out with it. See, it's got gills, guts and all. Then once you get it gutted, you got this, I don't really know what it's technically called. I've heard people call it a bloodline. I even heard somebody call it a kidney. I don't know, who knows. All I know is you don't want to eat it. If you take your thumbnail and stick in there, bust that little membrane, and you can push every bit of that out. And that's it. No need to skin it, scale it, and cook it just like that. Now, my preference is, I normally don't leave the head because I'm not going to eat the head, so there's no reason to cook it. I'm not going to eat it, just in my opinion. So the way I normally do is I cut that head off, do the same thing. Cut it all the way down. Pull all the guts out. Use your thumbnail, push that out. That's it. Should be able to clean these easily in less than a minute.